People who use Mac and people who use Windows have been arguing about this for years. Windows users like how compatible it is and how much software it comes with, while Mac users like how sleek and easy to use it is. But what if you could get the best of both worlds? Operating Windows on your Mac is not only possible, but there are also many strong reasons why you should do it. Mac OS X and Windows have long been the two most popular operating systems for personal computers. Each has its own loyal following and unique strengths. People love Mac OS for its clean look, easy-to-use interface, and focus on the user experience. But Windows is still the leader, with a huge community of hardware and software that works with it. To have a better time playing games. Even though Apple has made it easier to play games on Macs over the last few years, Windows still has better options. You can play your favorite PC games on your Mac by running Windows. If you have a high-end Apple product like the 16-inch MacBook Pro or Mac Studio, this is even more of a reason to do it. Apple's ARM-based chips have great graphics, but only a few Mac games are made to work well with them. Because of this, installing Windows lets you play games better on the same gear. Still, it's important to note that Windows on a Mac can't compare to a dedicated game PC when it comes to gaming. Having access to a huge library of software, Windows works with so many programs that it's one of the best reasons to run Windows on a Mac. Microsoft Windows has a huge collection of programs, from general-purpose tools and artistic software to programs specifically made for certain industries. Even though macOS has definitely done a better job of adding more apps, it is still not as complete or deep as Windows. This huge collection of software is very helpful for people who work in fields like engineering, banking, or healthcare, where Windows-only software is usually the norm. By running Windows on a Mac, you don't have to move between devices or lose time on work. A place for development and testing. For coders, being able to use a single computer that runs both macOS and Windows is very useful. It lets apps be made and tested on both platforms, which ensures cross-compatibility and a more thorough development process. It's easy to switch between operating systems with tools like Boot Camp or virtualization software. This speeds up the creation process. Performance in games. Even though Macs have come a long way in the last few years, they might not be the best choice for serious players. A lot of games are made to work best on Windows, but you can get better speed by running them on a Mac using Boot Camp or virtualization. This is especially important for games that use a lot of resources and might not run as well on macOS. Running old software and specialized programs. A lot of people still use old software or specific programs that can only be found on Windows.